also so many opportunities.
Yeah, for sure. I think after the match today, I had a quick chat to the Norwegian side, and I said, I was just kind of like taking them through some of my life learnings, etc. And I think one of the key messages from me was sort of, coming from pretty humble beginnings and never thinking that, there'd ever be anything else than maybe a provincial tournament here and there, and maybe, some representative cricket. But I'd never imagined that, one day I would play for my country, travel the world. And even the players that I captained for South Africa, like Marizon Cup and Dane and those players, they building, houses with the money they earn from playing cricket. And I couldn't have, as a young 14-year-old, imagined like taking, the hand-me-down kits from the men. I couldn't imagine that, one day someone will build their own house from the money they earn from playing cricket. So, everything's possible. And
well, the possibility there is of a 6 into the clubhouse as Shahzad. Well, he's got some making up to do. Hasn't scored too many runs for his country the last couple of days. I think he's trying to do it in just a few balls here as he moves to 25 off 12. And Portugal, 130 for 4. They've set the platform for a big total here. Still just over 5 overs left, and they're looking to get maybe up to 170, 180 here with Shah Sahak back into the attack. Nice slower ball come back there. It's just amazing to see the opportunities that the female cricketers get nowadays to, as you said, like not just play for their country but also earn a living and be able to dedicate all of their time to their profession. And well, someone who might be able to do that in future if her performances are anything to go by in the last couple of days. Gabby Sakira, just 16 years old. How impressive is she? Yeah, she's quite talented, is she? Just 16 years old and already lighting up the international stage.
Yeah, she is. It's definitely, when you do the leg spinning, skill, it's always hard, especially in the T20 format, because you can never quite settle. And, to be able to do that at 16 years old is like absolutely incredible. So, and not only that, she's proven herself to be a pretty decent bat as well. So, when it's always nice when you can do both of those things. So, I'm really super chuffed with, how well she's doing and how well she's, adopted to this as well, coming to Portugal, traveling. It says a lot about her character, and because that's what we were talking about, as the game progresses, there's a lot of pressure playing. As you get older and into those like international tournaments. So this is the sort of thing she'll be exposed to, traveling and having a lot of cricket on the trots, and then different conditions, different pitches, different teams, different weather. So, and she's done extremely well. She's definitely one to watch for the future.
Yeah, well, just 16 years old and already being like one of the figureheads of a very talented team, and you could kind of see in her celebration when she got to 50 today. Of course, she's based in South Africa. We had her in the igloo yesterday. Probably got ambitions to play at the highest level in South Africa. But you could see by her celebration that Portugal has really been taken to her heart. So what do you think the future holds? Obviously, Portugal will want to keep her for as long as possible. I'm sure you would as well. But do you think she's got what it takes to go all the way?
Yeah, I think she can. She has a bright future ahead of her. She obviously can choose. I think at some stage she'd be able to choose whatever country she wants to play for, wherever she feels like settling. She, she's already coming into the SA under-19 ranks. I think she's been invited to a few camps, and so yeah. I mean, I think it just depends on kind of where she decides to settle, but the fact that she celebrates when she's taking wickets and for Portugal, etc., is also just testament to like her character, and she's a real competitor, and she reminds me a little bit of Danae in a way, in terms of like wanting to compete and wanting to succeed as well. She takes disappointment very hard as well. I could see she was just as disappointed when it didn't go well. So and that's just a character thing. That's a sports person. Like, she's very competitive, and I don't think it doesn't matter who she plays for. She's going to be, a name we'll hear about a lot in the future.
Yeah, she definitely wears her heart on her sleeve, and just a 16-year-old to have that composure though as well. Twice she found herself in the situation where she was in the 40s, and I think she knew that she was as well. Noritam at the moment is in the 80s. Shazad just knocks that one away for a single. But to still show that composure at 16 years old, to be able to just calm herself down. I think Sarah did a great job on both occasions of calming her down from the other end as well. But that really shows experience and composure beyond her years. So she's certainly one for the future. And I don't want to keep you too long as well, because I know it's sweltering in this igloo, and you've brought me some amazing South African treats, so I want to dig into those. But maybe a word for some of the other players in the Portugal lineup who maybe have come into cricket late, who have only learnt their craft here in Portugal. It must be a pretty daunting experience to play possibly your first game ever, and then it be under the cameras here with the commentary, you know, and people judging on social media and things like that. How proud are you of them, of just being able to go out and absolutely show what they can do?
Yeah, to be honest, I played a fairly long career, or had a very long career of cricket, and there, you know, I wasn't thrown into the deep end like this for sure. So again, I don't think it quite sinks in maybe for some of them how well they've done with all of this pressure. It's not just the pressure of actually playing cricket, but also, like you say, all the other elements. And then, yeah, I mean, I think we spoke a lot about going back and just getting better at, you know, bowling in the middle, absorbing some of the pressures, which, you know, of the game itself without even the outside elements, and just doing a lot of repetition of that stuff, playing as much cricket as you possibly can, and taking back sort of all of the learnings that we had from over this past week. So, yeah, I'm extremely proud of this team. There have been some real character tests, and you know, we mostly came out on top. So I'm really happy.
Well, I suppose the fact that you lost that second T20I but still came back fighting today, a much improved bowling performance today as well, just really getting the basics right, that almost having to show confidence and skill in adversity is just as impressive as, you know, winning from the start. So I think it's just an absolute hats off to you, to Sarah, to the whole team as well for what you have done. And I just look forward to seeing you guys in the future, where the journey might go, whether you're in the middle or on the sideline. I think we're all excited to follow Portugal's journey. And I want to say thank you very much as well to you for joining me in the igloo, for not melting in the meantime as well, because it is quite warm in here. I will let you go just so you can join the celebrations. I've been hearing it in the sideline. I'm sure you girls are having a nice time. I look forward to celebrating your success today and for years to come, I'm sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you to Griselda Brits, who joined us then in the commentary tent, and what a story it's been for Portugal and for Norway as well. They put up such great resistance, picked up that T20I win, and I'm sure we'll hear a lot from both of those sides in the future. A bit of a yes, no, maybe there from Portugal, and that's what happens maybe when you know you're getting close to a little landmark there. On that occasion, it wasn't a Jam Shazad. I think he was keen to get Davol Kubo Naritam back on strike, and in the end, he ends up prone on the floor, but lives to tell the tale as we move into the 17th over here. Portugal 137 for 4. Big swipe there, it's a chance for a catch, but actually it's going to soar over the head of Amadullah Shinwari. The chase is on, I think he'll win it on this occasion. Nice pick up and throw there for the left-hander. They do run through for 2, so Shazad is putting in a good hand here. 31 runs off 19 deliveries for him. That's on the back of, well, second ball duck in the first T20I, and then just 2 runs contributed in the second. So he was due a score, as was Noritam, and they're both impressing here in the middle, putting on a nice partnership that has moved their side from 95 for 4 to 139. 43 the partnership is worth. It's Vinay Ravi who's come back into the attack meanwhile. He's got 2 overs left, so he'll be bowling this, the 17th and the 19th, you'd imagine. And 2 overs left from the other end, which, well, Shinwari's got 1. Otherwise, the options would be Kamamashtak, who just put in a decent over, going for just 6 runs. Or Sahak also has 2 left. 2 spinners of Dashana and Palmer have bowled therefore. Dancing down the pitch is Shazad, and he gets hold of all of that one. Usman Arif is the closest man, but all he can do is chase the ball into the bushes. And Shazad attacks down the pitch there. Vinay Ravi is dispatched to the boundary. So that moves Portugal just 4 away from that 150 mark. The expected score 180. That's certainly something they'll be eyeing up. They want to try and make this a very daunting task for Norway, having to chase a big total with the series on the line. Good comeback ball by Vinay Ravi there, and actually a great piece of goalkeeping there from Kamar Mushtaq, as I think the ball bounced and took a left turn. He managed to readjust superbly to stop that one going through. There is a fielder out here in front of me at mid-off, long off. It certainly stopped the 2 runs there. Two balls left of the 17th. Just guided straight into the hands of Point, and Najam Shazad somehow has absolutely sold himself down the river, and you can see Dawal Kumar Norotam out there just a bit bewildered by this. Let's take a look at what happened. It goes straight to Point. I suppose Dawal Kumar Norotam intimates like he wants to maybe go for a run. He goes 1-2 step, but he just ends up looking a bit lost as he sees the hulking form of the captain running towards him, and Najam Shazad can't shift into reverse gear quickly enough, and he's run out as his explosive innings comes to a bit of a whimpering end there, but he's putting his team into a commanding position as he scores 38 off just 21 deliveries, including 4 big 6s. So well batted Najam, but a bit of a curious ending there. As we take a look at this again on replay, it was hit straight to Point. There was no chance of a run there. I don't quite know what Najam Shazad thought was happening, unless he was just going on the movements of Dawal Kumar Norotam, who kind of said maybe, but by the time he said no, Shazad was already hurtling towards him. So a shame that that partnership ended in such a tame way, but it's a good wicket at a good time for Norway, as they just want to stop this final flourish from Portugal. It's Rahul Kumar Hashu comes to the crease. Of course, he'll be at the non-strikers end as Dawal Kumar Norotam played that previous delivery which led to the wicket. As Vinay Ravi finishes his 3rd over. A little bit of spice there in the follow-through. As well dug out by Norotam. Vinay Ravi picks the ball up. Well, a bit of fake fielding because he went to throw the ball, which was in fact rolling around by his feet. So we get to the end of the 17th, Portugal 147 for 5. So it's nicely set here for Portugal to go for a big final 3 overs. Expected score 179. Norotam, he's on 83 on 54 deliveries. It's been an excellent knock from him so far. He opened up the batting and he's fielded about half of the balls so far. In the back of his mind, he might have that magical milestone floating around, but he's still got a job to do here for his side. At the moment, though, he's at the non-strikers as Rahul Kumar Hashu will face his first delivery. Hashu immediately says 2 here, and it should be a comfortable 2 as the fielding has to be done by the bowler himself, Kamar Mushtaq. That was excellent running by the 2 in the middle. They knew as soon as that ball was hit, you could hear it on the stump mic, say it calling through for 2-2-2, and they do manage to get it in the end. It's Kamar Mushtaq, his first over, just went for the 6. feel like Mushtaq is actually quite underused by Norway here as a bowler. That one's a low full toss, but isn't called on field as no ball. They'll comfortably run back for 2 again. Great. Oh, they're going to come through for overthrows here, and it's actually going to fly all the way to the boundary as the throw flashes in from the one side of the field, and we'll see what happens here as the captain, Khizr Ahmed, comes up to the stumps. It was a tight call for a second, but actually it was going to be tight, but I think Khizr Ahmed was too busy with one eye on the batter that he also intimated that maybe the ball hit something on the way down, but won't mind one jot will Portugal. As Rahul Kumar Hashu, he gets 6 runs, 2 of which came off the bat, and 4 bonus runs through overthrows for Norway. So the strangest of Maximos, but a Maximo nonetheless. As Portugal move past 150, 155 for 5. Big appeal there, but I think too high up and going down leg. As Noratam reclaims the strike. Yeah, I think Mushtaq, as I was saying, slightly underused by Norway. He's actually, of the players out there in the field, and in fact, of anyone for Norway, he's the 2nd highest wicket taker with 25 in just 19 innings for his country. So Raza Iqbal is top of the list. He's not featuring. He's got 35 wickets. Kumar Mushtaq, 2nd place, 25 wickets. Averaging far more than a wicket every game. His best 3 for 18. And he'll only get a chance to bowl a maximum of 3 overs here. Bowls the 18th, could bowl the 20th. But you would imagine actually Norway might turn back to Amadullah Shinwari, the left-hander who's already picked up 2 wickets in this game. So Mushtaq might end up just bowling the 2 overs. Vinay Ravi, I imagine, would finish his spell in the 19th. Noratam on strike, he's on 83. Again, low full toss, maybe that's why Mushtaq isn't turned to as much. And well, there's a run out here, as it's again a bit of a shame that such a promising innings, and more than promising, productive, powerful, comes to an end in such a tame manner. As Noratam, you can understand why he's pushing for the 2. But he ends up well short of his ground and will finish on 84 runs as he gets the 1 there, but gets run out on the 2nd and comfortably in the end. Take a look at this, yeah. But he can depart with his head held high as he leaves the field, having put his Portugal side in a very promising position here. 84 runs for him off 55 deliveries, great run rate as well, strike rate, striking at over 150. It was a good throw in from Usman Arif. As we see this on the replay, he sets off and actually straight away he wants 2, but I don't think he realises quite how quickly that ball raced away to Arif. But fair play, the throw in was pinpoint accurate. Khizr Ahmed did the honours, so that is the 6th wicket to fall for Portugal. Great innings by Daval Kumar Noratam. Unfortunate for him that he didn't manage to get nearer to that milestone. So there's 2 relatively new batters at the crease. It's Shantu and Hashu, but these were the 2 in that first innings that really hustled towards the end for Portugal. Brilliant running between the 2, and they've got license here to try and be a bit more explosive. And well, in fact, their quick running is demonstrated straight away as well. They go for a 2, and now they end up getting a 3, and that's exactly the type of hustle that they showed in the first game, which allowed them, well, it was a dead rubber in that instance, but allowed them to get somewhere near to the Norway total in this instance. Let's take a look at this running. It was probably only actually a 1. They run through the 1, and here we go. Immediately 2 on the overthrows, and it comes back again, and the 3rd they go. Great coverage there by 2 circles. Yep, it shows immediately the intent that these 2 have out there in the middle. This one just down the leg side, so a bonus run. Portugal will take every single run at this juncture. So 1 ball left of the 18th. 162 on the score, so Portugal will be eyeing up that 180 mark expected score, which you say is well above par here. Oh, that's a good delivery by Mushtaq Hashud as well, actually, to dig it out, and not only that, but get a run off it. So that will be the end of the 18th. Portugal 163 with 2 overs still to come. Hashu and Shantu out there, the 2 hustlers and bustlers for Portugal. How many more runs can they notch up in these 2 overs? That run rate above 9, so if they carry on trotting along at this, they'll get above 180. And you imagine, oh, it's certainly not outside of the realms of possibility for Norway, but it's an imposing total with the series on the line, with the scoreboard pressure. But we know the explosive power of the Norway batters. Osman Arif in particular, he was the MVP of that T10 series. Did get a golden duck yesterday though, so it's maybe time for him to step up as Vinay Ravi steps up for his final over. It's the 19th. The first one just played away into the leg side for a single. And that brings Nupan Shantu on to face the next delivery. He scored 13 off 12 in that first T20. He's been very impressive with the ball, actually, the tall left armour. He's got a bit of a license here to try and add some runs to his side. It just clubs that one down the ground. Again, yes, no, maybe. And in fact, I think Hashu might have been in there if he turned and ran straight away. He was the one running to the danger end. The throw coming in from Sher Sahak wasn't the most accurate. In the end, though, they settle for 1. This would be a good time to find the rope.
जैसा कि क्रिकेट वर्ल्ड कप 2023 स्टार्ट हो चुका है, इसलिए हर व्यूअर का मुझे यही कमेंट बार-बार आ रहा है कि YouTube के ऊपर क्रिकेट मैचेस की
release the shackles here. He does go dancing down the ground, doesn't get much of it. This time though, they do turn and run for the 2. That's exactly why I thought it'd be a good option. As Sher Sahak, his throw in would have to be right on the money to stop the 2. And it wasn't, it was slightly wayward, and that does allow Upan Shantu use those long legs of his to get back to the non-striker's end. So they're pushing every single run here, Portugal. It's good hustle shown by the batters out there. But equally good bowling from Norway, and Vinay Ravi in particular. As every single one that doesn't go to the boundary is a tick in their box. This time it's been smashed and smashed hard, and that will go to the boundary, and then some Maximo for Rahul Kumar Hashu. So that one slightly short from Vinay Ravi. It was outside off stump, so it was not too much wrong with the line. There was just enough time for Hashu to move over to the off stump and just dispatch that one over the dugouts for 6. See the line, not too bad, but it was actually an attempted slower ball, and I think Hashu saw it coming, stepped across, and just deposited that one. Excellent shot. And I think, well, umpire crew had to examine the ball there as it went on its own little merry adventure into the neighbouring field, but it's come back here, and well, Ravi here with the one having to stage a little comeback now. And he's gone for 10 already off the first 4. 2 balls to come in the 19th. Low full toss it's not a bad delivery to bowl when the batters are swinging from the hip. Again, Hashu and Shantu, the 2 boy racers, they scamper through for another 2 runs. So 12 runs already from this over. Portugal move to 175. Surely 180 is well within reach here. Big 6 here would even achieve it with 1 over left to come. 175 on the score. 1 ball left of the 19th. Vinay Ravi has been quite expensive so far. He's got 1 ball left to try and put a shine on those figures. And he'll have another ball, as I think he immediately tries to explain to the umpire that Hashu had moved across, and therefore, again, as I explained earlier, because we're in the ICC regulations, that wide line does move across as well. I suppose he has a point. Certainly Hashu did shuffle across. Whether he shuffled across enough to deem that one not a wide, well, in the opinion of umpire Kroot, the answer was no. So he will have to bowl this one again. I'm sure this time he'll probably aim at the stumps to avoid any doubt. He does. Hashu clubs it down the ground, and well, it's an absolute Tortuga there that absolutely does Mohammad Sahak. So we see this one on replay. Rahul Kumar Hashu then finishes the 19th with a 4, but Sahak, he does seem to get on the right line, and then the ball just takes a bit of a left turn. Maybe Sahak also didn't get in the best of positions to field that. In any case, though, that is the end of the 19th, and Portugal do get to that 180 mark with an over to spare. Vinay Ravi, he took a bit of punishment in his 4 overs, going for 48 runs. Amadullah Shinwari, he's picked up 2 wickets. It'll be interesting to see if he will be the one taking the final over, or if it will go, I suppose, to Kamal Mushtaq, who's bowled 2 so far. He's gone for 21 runs. It does look like it will be Mushtaq to continue rather than the left-handed Shinwari, who usually comes left arm over. This is very much right arm over. And they do, again, run for 2, and they might even want to go for 3 here, but I don't think Upun Chantu quite realised that there was a misfield out in the deep. But again, hustle shown by these two, and this is almost an action replay of what they did in that first T20I when Hashu finished on 26, Shantu on 13, not out, and it was this exact type of scampering through, just scrounging around for any single run, plus of course some big hits. Hashu scored 1 6 and 1 4 in that first T20I, and they're repeating the trick here. This time though is most certainly not in a dead rubber situation. Just now 5 balls left, that one will have to be bowled.
Rose is red, sky is blue, I have 5 finger middle. भाई साहब किसको बोल रहे हो तुम? NXT। चलो भाइयों, 3 गेंद हो चुकी है, स्ट्राइक को रोटेट किया गुजरात टाइटन के साई सुदर्शन ने यहाँ पे राजस्थान रॉयल्स ने आज
Rajasthan Royals, Fazal Farooqi adding more value to it, more strength, more variety, more tenacity as he comes in, and this time the ball moves away from the left-hander, but there's a lot of width on offer and Sai Sudarshan will gleefully accept it as he plays the ball towards the point region. 4 runs.
Boundary and beyond.
Brought to you by Omo Active Laundry Detergent for unbeatable stain removal. Lifebuoy, stay fresh for up to 12 hours during these long matches. Signal, whiter teeth in 7 days. Alseep Developers, redefining Dubai living.
Cuts it beautifully over deep backward point, and the boundary really will give him confidence. This is now getting slowly but surely into the groove. Sai Sudarshan. This one is played nicely into the gap. He's calling for a second. Will they go through? Yes, they will. Hetmaier is trying to feel that. But 2 more runs. So Sai Sudarshan is getting a move on now. And GT are 14 for none with 1 more delivery in the second over left.
Well, yeah, it's a good encounter, this. 2 batters who are in explicit form. Sai Sudarshan, just incredible. And Fazal Farooqi, who's come out of a very promising tournament. Did look good in the ILT20. Similar surfaces, so wouldn't be too phased with what is on offer as he comes into ball this time. Just moving a little bit away from the bat of Sai Sudarshan. This delivery by all means could have got the wicket of Sai Sudarshan if the bat was hanging slightly away from him, but not to be so into the gloves of the wicket keeper. I must say this one is a super delivery.
Super delivery. Brought to you by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
And with some really threatening deliveries and the boundary, the over definitely was an action-packed over.
That's an action-packed over.
तो हमारे साथ जुड़ चुके हैं
Maharaja Bhog, now at Al Barsha.
It's a chance for us to quickly get into a brew timeout.
Time to grab a cup of brew, the real taste of South Indian coffee.
As before we get into the break, please stop the press as Jofra Archer has changed the timelines. He comes into ball, gets a delivery to jack back in a tad, inside edge of Shubman Gill onto the stumps, and wicket number 1 is gone.
How's that?
With Haval starting from 59,900 dirhams. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza.
Wait out, correction, edits. There was no bat involved. It was just the ball that shaped in gorgeously, and there was daylight between the bat and the pads. Almost so much space that a truck could go through, and Jofra Archer's delivery definitely did. And with that wicket, GT have lost their skipper, they've lost their first wicket, and there is a massive opening. I'm sure the Rajasthan Royals bowlers are looking extremely happy within the efforts that I've put in, and the next in line could be Josh Butler.
Next in line with New Heights Real Estate. DM New Heights Real Estate on Insta.
Alright, so 2.1 overs gone. Gujarat Titans are 14 for 1.
Big 106.2. Take a break with Ajman Free Zone. Get your business license in 1 click, starting from only 5,555 dirhams. Big 106.2. Buy 24 karat gold in a tap on the Equity Gold app. Gift it, deliver it, or store it securely. Download Equity Gold today.
Dugasta Properties. Vision 10 on 10. Trade in your low-yielding property for a brand new Dugasta property and enjoy 10% guaranteed ROI for 10 years. Alras Auto AC Spare Parts, the #1 auto AC parts dealer in the Middle East with 25 plus outlets spread across the UAE, Oman, Qatar, KSA and Bahrain. Visit alras.me.
Take care of your smile and teeth with the new Signal Charcoal. It contains active charcoal for stain removal and whiter teeth in 7 days.
Drive home in style. The brand new Great Wall Motor Haval SUV starting from just 59,900 dirhams with an EMI of 929 dirhams only.
Discover the season's must-have styles with instant savings at Homes R Us. Save 150 dirhams on every 500 dirhams spent.
Stay fresh from the toss to the last over with Lifebuoy Cool and Lemon Fresh Body Wash, giving you 12 hours of freshness no matter how intense it gets.
After the successful sale of Royal Regency, Al Seeb launches Royal Regency Suites in Business Bay, Dubai, featuring Italian listings.
Cricket season is all about power plays and big hits. And here's one for your skin. Dove Body Wash. Make a power play for your skin and hit a home run for softness and confidence. Dove's moisturizing formula provides instant softness and lasting care, helping you feel confident and carefree.
Ball by ball with
Alras, the #1 auto AC parts dealer in the Middle East. Adil, the home of Indian food stuff. Homes R Us. Save 150 dirhams on every 500 dirhams spent.
All the action, ball by ball. This is Big 106.2.
Hello and welcome to the live broadcast of the TATA IPL 2025 on Big 106.2 and Talk 100.3, presented by Equity Gold.
All the action, the Tata IPL, brought to you by Equity Gold.
We're also live on Fun Asia in Dallas, Texas, in the USA. And what is really amazing is the way Jofra Archer has bowled so far. The first over was really tidy. The second over, very first delivery, picked up the wicket of Shubman Gill. The very next one, he literally woke up Josh Butler from a slumber if he was in one, with a nasty bouncer. Coming into bowl again, and this time has been driven gorgeously towards covers. Josh Butler will get a boundary.
Boundary and beyond.
Brought to you by Al Seeb Developers, redefining Dubai living. Omo Active Laundry Detergent for unbeatable stain removal. Lifebuoy, stay fresh for up to 12 hours during these long matches. Signal, whiter teeth in 7 days.
You're absolutely spot on. Neil Bhai has woken Josh Butler up. This has been a very action-packed over so far. Butler has moved it nicely behind square. We'll see the next delivery coming in from Archer. Oh, this one is Sudarshan. Sudarshan watches it carefully. And really steep bounce for an Ahmedabad pitch, which is also very surprising.
Well, definitely, yes. Looks like a nicely rolled compact wicket, where the bounce is coming in nicely. And Gujarat Titans have been tested in their own backyard. So third over comes to an end. 21 for 1. And with a wicket and a boundary. Definitely, yes, an action-packed over.
That's an action-packed over. Brought to you by Maharaja Bhog, now at Al Barsha.
Yes, everything's happening in this match. We are seeing some boundaries. We are seeing some lovely deliveries being bowled. So both the bowlers and the batsmen are completely on their toes at this moment.
Well, yeah, they've been challenged. They've been pushed on the back foot. Fazlak Farooqi getting the ball to move both ways. And Jofra Archer consistently bowling over 150. This is a very, very dreadful combination as Farooqi comes in. Gets the ball to move away from Josh Butler. No foot movement whatsoever. Stood his ground and just tried to reach the ball with his bat. At 135 clicks with the ball moving away. You're always risking your presence in the centre. Fazlak Farooqi definitely starts off with a super delivery.
Super delivery. Brought to you by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
21 for 1. Farooqi coming in to bowl his second over. His first over went for 7 without a wicket. But he's knocking on the door. Here's the next delivery. It's a full toss. It's played nicely into the gap for the 1 run.
one run with Danu Properties. Fully furnished home with Danu Properties at 1% per month payment plan.
Jofra Archer and Fazal Faruqi. Fantastic combination as far as bowling is concerned. One has got raw pace, has a nasty bouncer, gets the ball to move to, and the other one, left arm seamer with the ability to get the ball to move in either directions. As Fazal Faruqi coming into bowl this time, bangs it short, rammed it towards the third, and will get the result maximum.
Boundary and beyond.
Brought to you by Signal. Whiter teeth in 7 days. Alseep Developers. Redefining Dubai living. Omo Active Laundry Detergent for unbeatable stain removal. Dove. Lasting care and nourishment right from your first shower.
Just using the pace of the bowler and just guiding it over the slips, and it flies 60 meters into the fence for a maximum. So Sai Sudarshan is trying to innovate now because he's realizing the ball is moving around.
Well, he's a very smart batter, Sai Sudarshan. As for the next one, he stays on the back foot. The ball was pitched back of the length and maneuvered it towards the backward square leg region. Very beautifully done for a perfect drive.
The perfect drive.
Brought to you by Bike Cars with 10 years unlimited mileage warranty.
30 for 1 then. 3.4 overs. And Jofra Archer walking back slowly. But Faruqi is the man on the spot at the moment. 9 runs already in this over. This one is played nicely into the gap for a single. One more to the total now, 31 for 1, with one more delivery left in the fourth.
विकेट जा चुकी है गुजरात टाइटन का पहला विकेट। गुजरात टाइटन की विकेट कप्तान जा चुके हैं पवेलियन पे। सैफी सजाद जी हमारे साथ जुड़ चुके हैं। प्रताप भाई क्या हाल चाल मेरे भाई? प्रताप भाई क्या हाल है? मैच में बात करी जाए, मोड आ चुका है और क्लीन बोल्ड हो चुका है। यहाँ पे गुजरात टाइटन के कप्तान क्लीन बोल्ड हो चुके हैं भाइयों। जोफ्रा आर्चर आएंगे गेंदबाजी करने के लिए अपनी दूसरी गेंद। सामने है बल्लेबाज जॉस बटलर। जॉस बटलर रन बनाएगा भाई, बता देंगे। जॉस बटलर के बल्लों से रन देखने को मिलेगी। आ चुके हैं जॉस बटलर, अगली गेंद लेके तैयार। दूसरी गेंद सामने है। प्रताप भाई का गर्लफ्रेंड छोड़ के भाग गए, ऐसा क्या किया? बहुत बुरा है, बुरा हुआ आपके साथ। वैसे तो तीसरी गेंद करने के लिए आएंगे जोफ्रा आर्चर। सामने है बल्लेबाज जॉर्ज बटलर। अगली गेंद लेके तैयार जॉर्ज बटलर। सामने है बल्लेबाज। अगली गेंद के लिए तैयार, माफी चाहेंगे, जॉर्ज बटलर स्ट्राइक पे थे। 2 रन भाग के पूरा करेंगे। 2.3 ओवर के बाद 16 है, 1 विकेट के नुकसान पे। गली और कॉमेडी की दुकान 444, आपको स्वागत है हमारे चैनल पे। हाँ तड़का एडीज भाई ये सही बोला यार, सीएस को बुरा बोला होगा, बहुत सही। मुझे तो यही लगता है यार, ऐसा नहीं बोलना चाहिए था भाई। वो शादीशुदा, वाह भाई, शादीशुदा औरतों के ऊपर डेरे डाल रहा है। चलो यहाँ पे चौका तब्दील करते हुए जॉस बटलर आते ही कुछ इस अंदाज से चौका से शुरुआत किया है जॉस बटलर, बहुत शानदार तरीके से। 3 गेंद खेल के 4, ये देखो भाइयों, चौका में तब्दील किया इस गेंद पे। कवर की और बढ़िया शॉट देखने को मिल रही है जोफ्रा आर्चर की इस चौथी गेंद पे। चलो भाइयों, 5वीं गेंद के लिए तैयार जोफ्रा आर्चर, सामने है बल्लेबाज साई सुदर्शन। नाम मेरा भी सूरज कुमार बिना है। सूरज भैया स्वागत है। शीला कुमारी जी क्या हाल चाल? शीला जी स्वागत है आपको। अंतिम गेंद के लिए आएंगे जोफ्रा आर्चर, सामने है बल्लेबाज साई सुदर्शन। अच्छा चल रहा है, देखा जाए राजस्थान की दृष्टि कौन से, बढ़िया खेल रही है। 7-7 रन पर ओवर आ रहे हैं। 3 ओवर के बाद 21 बिना किसी नुकसान पे, 21 एक विकेट के नुकसान पे। भाई वो लड़की नहीं थी, वो शादीशुदा थी, आप थोड़ा संभल जाओ। शादीशुदा औरतों के ऊपर तोरे डालना जो है बंद कर दो। उसका पति देखता तो भाई क्या होता तुम्हारे साथ। सूरज कुमार भाई हमारे साथ जुड़ चुके हैं। तुम किसके फैन हो एडमिन? हम भाई आरसीबी लवर हैं, रॉयल चैलेंजर बैंगलोर। देसी सचिंद्र भाई जुड़ चुके हैं, स्वागत है मेरे भाई। जोफ्रा आर्चर यहाँ पे बता दें 2 ओवर डाल चुका है, 1 विकेट लिया है, 14 रन देके। सभी भाइयों को बताया था, देखो जोफ्रा आर्चर जो है विकेट लेके जाएगा, आते ही विकेट लिया है। मैंने तुम सभी भाइयों को बताया था कि मैच के प्रेडिक्शन में भाई जोफ्रा आर्चर विकेट लेगा। विनोद वर्मा जी जुड़ चुके हैं हमारे साथ, जया जी जुड़ चुके हैं। जया जी आपको भी स्वागत है। जॉस बटलर 5 गेंदों पर 7 रनों पर पहुंच चुके हैं। फजल हक फरूकी अपना दूसरा स्पेल के लिए आएंगे। दूसरा स्पेल की जो है, दूसरा स्पेल की पहली गेंद अर्धशतक मारेगा आज। सुजीत कुमार का कहना है कि जॉस बटलर भाई इतना तक देखते हैं यार भाई कितना दूर चलता है।
The momentum shift like this work in favor of any team. You've got 2 world-class bowlers, Jofra Archer and Fazlak Farooqi bowling. I personally felt that they could have probably stretched Jofra Archer's 1 more over, got him the 3rd, maybe tried to take 1 more wicket. But then I think the pressure has been released by letting Tushar Deshpande come in and take the 5th and an expensive 5th over. I'm sure Tushar Deshpande, like us, would require a brew timeout.
Time to grab a cup of brew, the real taste of South Indian coffee.
Okay, so 5 overs gone. It's 49 for 1.
Big 106.2. Take a break with Ajman Free Zone. Get your business license in one click, starting from only 5,555 dirhams. Big 106.2.
Drive home in style. The brand new Great Wall Motor Haval SUV starting from just 59,900 dirhams with an EMI of 929 dirhams only.
Dugasta Properties. Vision 10 on 10. Trade in your low-yielding property for a brand new Dugasta property and enjoy 10% guaranteed ROI for 10 years.
Jotun Paints. Call 800 Jotun to book a painter or visit your nearest Jotun Paints store today. Jotun Paints for iconic buildings and beautiful homes. Omo Active Laundry Detergent penetrates deeply to target the root of the stain and removes it completely. Brew is India's #1 instant coffee brand of 57 years of legacy built on trust, tradition and unmatched coffee experience. Brew, the real taste of South Indian coffee.
Ball by ball with
Homes are us. Save 150 dirhams in every 500 dirhams spent. Al Ras, the #1 auto AC parts dealer in the Middle East. Adil, the home of Indian food stuff.
All the action, ball by ball. This is Big 106.2.
Welcome back to the live ball-by-ball coverage of the Tata IPL on Talk 100.3 and Big 106.2. This live broadcast is presented by Equity Gold.
All the action, the Tata IPL, brought to you by Equity Gold.
We're also live on the Fun Asia Network in Dallas, Texas, USA. Gujarat Titans into the final over of power play have raised their 52 for 1 after 5.3 overs. Charvi Bhatt alongside me in the comm box. Charvi, the fiery start that was given by Jofra Archer with the new ball has been completely dissipated by the likes of Tushar Deshpande.
Yeah, he's just been too expensive. Gone away for 18 runs in that first over that he bowled. However, Sandeep Sharma at the other end is controlling well, right on the money this time, using his feet as Joss Butler to Sandeep Sharma. This one has been punched away towards long on, but coming off that middle of the bat, just that sweet spot, he's timed it to perfection for a perfect drive.
The perfect drive.
Brought to you by Bike Cars with 10 years unlimited mileage warranty.
Well, Sai Sudarshan at Ahmedabad, that is a love story that will continue forever. He's already got 2 50s at home in the Tata IPL this season and looking dead set for another one this time. Slow delivery following the left-hander into the pads, nicely tucked away towards long leg, and it is in that pocket of space for them to pick up 2 runs. So despite losing Shubman Gill early, what a ball that was from Jofra Archer. GT right back on track, 55 for 1 and still 1 delivery of power play to go.
They've done well, 9.33. That's the current run rate. So Sandeep Sharma has played 200 matches in his T20 career. As he comes in to the left-handed Sai Sudarshan, who's on 38 of 21. He's moved slightly away from the line of the stumps and punches it down towards long on. Will be another single to end the over. So the power play comes to an end. 6 overs gone. It's 56 for 1 with yet another perfect drive.
The perfect drive.
Brought to you by Bike Cars with 10 years unlimited mileage warranty.
Yeah, looking solid is this second wicket pairing here between Joss Butler and Sai Sudarshan. And remember, there's no Wanindu Hasaranga in the bowling attack for Rajasthan Royals today. So Mahesh Theeksana will certainly need to do the heavy lifting outside the power play. Not a big turner of the ball, relies more on his variations and mixing up his pace. So will be interesting to see whether the spinners will get some sort of purchase here. It does look a very greenish track here at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. Shubman Gill unfortunately got an absolute dream delivery and no chance on that one. 147 clicks hitting the seam and coming in sharply. And we still have the likes of Sharfain, Rutherford, Rahul Tewatia and Masood Shahrukh Khan to come in. Fazlul Haq Farooqi will continue into his third over, back of a length delivery, and it will be pulled away towards square leg for the 1 run.
The 1 run with Danube Properties. Fully furnished home with Danube Properties at 1% per month payment plan.
Fazlul Haq Farooqi has also just been a tad bit expensive. 18 runs given away. He's into his third, so bowling 3 on the trot. The hope that he'll be able to find another breakthrough in this partnership very quickly has been built. 44 runs in 25 balls between Sai Sudarshan and Jos Buttler. As Fazal Haq Farooqi comes in once again to Jos Buttler. Back of the length, this one has been driven away. There's a chance in the non-strikers and a fiery throw comes in. But they are able to make it through for a single, and Yashasvi Jaiswal does well to just cut that one in. So 58 for 1, it is over number 7. And we were talking about this partnership that has quickly brewed on for the game changer.
The Game Changer.
With Dugasta Properties, 10% net guaranteed ROI for 10 years.
Yeah, Yashasvi Jaiswal, usually a very swift fielder, just caught on his heels a bit at that mid-off position. 58 for 1 after 6.2. Farooqi none for 19 in 2.2 overs bowling to Sai Sudarshan. Back of a length delivery and very calmly tucked away towards square leg. और अगर हम साई सुदर्शन की बात करें चारवी, अभी शेख शर्मा का अभी तक फ्लॉप शो चल रहा है आईपीएल में. जिस तरीके से ये लेफ्ट हैंडर स्कोर कर रहा है अप टॉप इन T20 आइज, इन T20s पार्डन मी, T20 आइज में भी आई डू बिलीव कि साई सुदर्शन का चांस बनता है टीम इंडिया के लिए.
Yeah, I think he is a very strong contender for that spot, Sai Sudarshan. And he's consistently performed. The key has been consistency from him. And he's done that time and again for the Gujarat Titans. So Farooqi coming in once again to Jos Buttler. This time the ball just zips away from him. Was looking for that pull. But it's going to be a swing and a miss. Good delivery this from Fazal Haq Farooqi for a super delivery.
Super delivery. Brought to you by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
थोड़े से फ्रस्ट्रेट हो रहे हैं जॉस बटलर. 12 of 13 hasn't quite kicked into high gear just yet. He did come off a failure at the Chinnaswamy. Dream delivery coming in. I believe it was Josh Hazel. नहीं, पैट कमिंस ने इनको आउट किया था पिछले मैच में, मुझे याद है. He fell for a low score against Sunrisers, pardon me. So just looking to get going once again. Did start off the IPL pretty well. Some 50s and brisk 30s coming in. And out comes the ramp from Buttler. And it's got enough bat to beat the short fine. And all the way for 4.
Boundary and beyond.
Brought to you by Omo Active Laundry Detergent for unbeatable stain removal. Lifebuoy, stay fresh for up to 12 hours during these long matches. Signal, whiter teeth in 7 days. Alseep Developers, redefining Dubai living.
Using the pace of Fazal Haq Farooqi on that occasion is Jos Buttler. Picked it up and got into a very, very strong position there, just moving across and ramping it between the wicketkeeper and shot fine. So Jos Buttler on strike once again. 63 for 1 are the Gujarat Titans. One more delivery remaining in the over. Fazal Haq Farooqi comes in to Jos Buttler. This time shot ball pulled away and will get it through square leg. It's back-to-back boundaries.
Boundary and beyond.
Brought to you by Alseep Developers, redefining Dubai living. Omo Active Laundry Detergent for unbeatable stain removal. Lifebuoy, stay fresh for up to 12 hours during these long matches. Signal, whiter teeth in 7 days.
Well, अच्छा खासा ओवर फजलुल हक फारूकी का खराब कर दिया. 2 boundaries to conclude, pardon me, the 7th over. It's an action-packed over for sure.
That's an action-packed over. Brought to you by Maharaja Bhog, now at Al Barsha.
So 67 for 1 at the end of 7 overs. Now the partnership has gone to 53 in 29 deliveries. And there we see a change in bowling. So it is going to be Mahesh Theekshana to come in. So there will be a little bit of change in momentum here. That's really what Sanju Samson is trying to bring in. But the way that Sai Sudarshan and Jos Buttler are batting in today, they're looking like the horses in a long race. They're not going to give up that easy, especially at home. So Mahesh Theekshana will come in. It's going to be Sai Sudarshan on strike. 32 matches, 29 wickets for him at an economy of 7.8. As Theekshana comes in, this time it's gone down leg and he will start off with a wide. So looking for that sweep for Sai Sudarshan. Didn't get it, but the clear sweep.
Clear sweep.
Brought to you by Clear Men's Shampoo. Be super, choose Clear.
Yeah, not a great start there for Tikshana. Will be interesting to see if he gets some grip and turn. Looks quite unlikely. Very greenish wicket here. Punched off the back foot, beautifully played by Sudarshan, and will find the sweeper cover for the 1 run.
The 1 run with Danube Properties. Fully furnished home with Danube Properties at 1% per month payment plan.
69 for 1 into the 8th over we go. Mahesh, Tikshana and Sanju Samson will be hunting for that opportunity where they can break this partnership. So a little bit of side screen trouble there for Jos Buttler. So Tikshana comes in once again. It's the back of the length delivery. Was wide outside the off stump. Cuts at it. Will go to Jofra Archer at point as they scamper away for another single. So keeping them quiet. Not enough room for them to swing their arms. And Jos Buttler, it's all right. He's bowling the first over. They're okay to just knock the ball around the park for a bit.
Yeah, he's not really looking to turn the ball, just darting it in around 95 or 100 clicks. This time poor delivery on the pads, and it's been whipped away towards that mid-wicket region. Unlucky there, Sudarshan couldn't quite find the gap, otherwise that would have been a certain boundary. In the end, he'll have to settle for a perfect drive.
The perfect drive.
Brought to you by Bike Cars with 10 years unlimited mileage warranty.
71 for 1. It's been a quiet over now. So Jos Buttler on strike. He's on 21 of 16. There's Tikshana. Comes into bowl. Once again, it's that slow one. Tossed up but punched away through the offside. This time he'll find the gap. It's going to be through Yashasvi Jaiswal. Pure class in that one. Boundary.
Boundary and beyond.
Brought to you by Dove. Lasting care and nourishment right from your first shower. Signal. Whiter teeth in 7 days. Alseep Developers. Redefining to buy living. Omo Active Laundry Detergent for unbeatable stain removal.
Charvi, well, there are some shots that mere mortals cannot play. You have to be an extraordinary cricket player to play that shot. Length में वो चूक गए थे. It was a fuller one. He was on the back foot. फिर उन्होंने अपना balance shift किया towards the leg side और हल्का सा punch लगाया. And Yashasvi Jaiswal had no chance at that wideish long off position. Unbelievable shot there from Jos Buttler. What a player he is. 27 of 18 now. As Tikshana has conceded a boundary in this over, and the pitched up ball has been thumped over the bowler's head for
Boundary and beyond.
Brought to you by Omo Active Laundry Detergent for unbeatable stain removal. Lifebuoy. Stay fresh for up to 12 hours during these long matches. Signal. Whiter teeth in 7 days. Alseep Developers. Redefining to buy living.
14 runs coming off that over. 8 overs have been bowled. It's 81 for 1. Time for us to take a brew time out.
Time to grab a cup of brew. The real taste of South Indian coffee.
8 overs have been bowled. Gujarat Titans batting first at 81 for 1.
All the action, ball by ball. This is Big 106.2.
Scoreboard.
Brought to you by Nissan. The all-new Nissan Magnite is here at a price you can't resist. Emax up to 30% off on home appliances only at Emax. Jotun Paints for iconic buildings and beautiful homes. Take a break with Ajman Free Zone. Get your business license in one click starting from only 5,555 dirhams. Big 106.2.
Adil Supermarket and Flour Mills, the home of Indian foodstuff. Bring India into your home with Adil.
At Papa John's, we don't just raise the bar, we bake it. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. Order now on our app for exclusive deals.
Discover the season's must-have styles with instant savings at Homes R Us. Save 150 dirhams on every 500 dirhams spent.
The B-Town Indian Restaurants Predict and Win contest. Win 200 dirhams voucher that you can use while cheering for your favorite IPL team at B-Town Grand Excelsior Hotel, Mankul.
Own a 1 BHK for the price of a studio starting at just 8,000 dirhams per month. Times by Danube from Danube Properties.
Yo, it's Alfred. You see? InsuranceMarket.ae. Car, health, home life, travels and business too. 20,000 reviews, we've got the crew. InsuranceMarket.ae. Largest in the UAE. InsuranceMarket.ae.
Ball by ball with
Homes Are Us. Save 150 dirhams on every 500 dirhams spent. Al Ras, the #1 auto AC parts dealer in the Middle East. Adil, the home of Indian food stuff.
All the action, ball by ball. This is Big 106.2.
Welcome back to the live ball by ball coverage of the TATA IPL on Big 106.2 and Talk 100.3. This live broadcast is presented by Equity Gold.
All the action, the Tata IPL. Brought to you by Equity Gold.
We're also live on the Fun Asia Network in Dallas, Texas, US of A. So howdy and good morning to everybody listening in. And Javi 81 for 1. Gujarat Titans, even though they were invited to bat first very kindly by Rajasthan Royals. Shubman Gill ठीक है आए चले गए लेकिन उसके बाद ये second wicket partnership is looking very very good for GT.
Yeah, it is looking fabulous here for the Titans. They've really steadied their ship. They've made them look really tall. And now with that current run rate, Ahmed, it does look like Gujarat Titans definitely looking at the 200 mark, as Tushar Deshpande has been brought back right outside of the strategic timeout. Sai Sudarshan is on 43, Jos Butler 31. Partnership of 67 between these two. As Tushar Deshpande comes in, back of the hand delivery. This one has been pulled away. Will find Shimron Hetmaya at the cow corner region for the 1 run.
One run with Danube Properties. Fully furnished home with Danube Properties at 1% per month payment plan.
Chavi, I don't want to be rude, लेकिन क्या तुषार देशपांडे से बेहतर बॉलर नहीं है राजस्थान रॉयल्स के पास? इकोनॉमी रेट ऑफ 9.2, पहले ओवर में आके 18 रन खा गए. ठीक है, इज अ प्रो क्रिकेटर और इंडिया के लिए भी सेलेक्ट हो चुके हैं इन द पास्ट, बट आई जस्ट डोंट सी व्हाट इज सो आउटस्टैंडिंग अबाउट दिस गाय कि ये बार बार इसको मौके मिल रहे हैं इन द IPL बिकॉज ही हैज़ नो कंसिस्टेंसी at all, and he's hemorrhaging runs here. Back of a length delivery, nicely tucked away by Jos Butler towards wide-ish, long on. Nitish Rana, nahi, Dhruv Jurel will field the ball, gets the throw off quickly. लेकिन इतने खूबसूरत तरीके से Jos Butler ने इसको push किया, placed it with soft hands for that wonderful perfect drive.
The perfect drive.
Brought to you by Bike Cars with 10 years unlimited mileage warranty.
Ahmed साहब, to answer your question, वो एक चीज होती है, उसका नाम सुना है आपने? तकदीर. So 84 for 1. Tushar Deshpande comes in, brings the ball into Jos Butler. Just that off-cutter delivery, but nicely turned away towards that deep square leg region, and they will scamper away for the 1 run.
The 1 run with Danube Properties. Fully furnished home with Danube Properties at 1% per month payment plan.
थोड़ा सा इस वक्त टूथलेस लग रहा है राजस्थान रॉयल्स का बॉलिंग अटैक. इट्स लुकिंग ऑल टू इजी फॉर साई सुदर्शन एंड जॉस बटलर एट द मोमेंट. साई सुदर्शन ऑन 44 of 27 उनके साथ. जॉस बटलर भी हैज़ रोल्ड इनटू द 30s, 34 of 21, रन रेट ऑफ एग्जैक्टली 10 per over. As it's a short bouncer, slow bouncer attempted, will be a wide, and Tushar Deshpande getting a bit of a glare to the umpire there. And I think Sanju Samson might be interested to go upstairs and check this one on DRS.
Third umpire decision. Danube Henna. Make the right decision. Book your fully furnished dream home today with Danube Properties.
86 for 1 now after 8.3 overs. It's been a quiet over so far. As Tushar Deshpande comes in once again. This time it has been played away towards deep mid wicket. Once again will be a single for Sai Sudarshan. He's not getting a little ahead of himself. Sometimes we've seen batters, they start, when they're on 45 of 28, they start getting ahead of themselves. We're playing a very calm and composed innings here are these two. what a strong partnership this is building out to be for the Gujarat Titans. ये foundation बहुत अच्छा है for the likes of Rutherford, Tewatia, Shahrukh, Arshad, and even Rashid, and even Sai Kishore for that matter, to come in and then later add some master blaster runs towards the end. Once again played towards the mid-wicket region by Joss Butler. Will be another single. So very quiet over this.
Yeah, fair play. Tushar has bowled a decent over here. और absolutely जब तक आपके साथ जॉस बटलर क्रीज पे मौजूद हैं, so Sai Sudarshan needs not take any risks at all. Joss Butler can just flip the switch at will and start blasting the ball to all parts of the Narendra Modi Stadium. They're just biding their time and, like you mentioned, setting that platform for maybe even a 220, 230 sort of score at this stage. 88 for 1. Right in the block hole. Cracking Yorker coming in from Deshpande, and how did that miss the off stump? Super ball, a super delivery.
Super delivery. Brought to you by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
Well, कॉम बॉक्स के पीछे तो बहुत हुटिंग चल रही है कि हम तुषार देशपांडे पे काफी हार्श थे.
हमने आप
नहीं, आपने भी कोई हाथ बिठाया था यार, ऐसे तो मत करो. डोंट अबैंडन मी चार्वी.
अच्छा चलो ठीक है. Teamwork, we always wins. Yeah, no, I think that was a fabulous delivery for him to end the over. Just the 7 runs coming from that over. As 9 overs have been bowled, it's 88 for 1. And it's going to be a change in the bowling. But this partnership now worth 75 between these two. They're turning things around in the favour of Gujarat Titans despite losing the toss and batting first. Yeah, they are truly game changers.
The game changer.
With Dugasta Properties, 10% net guaranteed ROI for 10 years.
So back to spin as Mahesh Tiksana will come in for his second over. First one went for 14, so he certainly needs to pull up his socks here and try to make something happen. 89 for 1 after 9.1. Absolutely packed house here at the Narendra Modi Stadium, as you would expect, and the fans are still streaming in, and there are some healthy pockets of pink as well. So certainly Rajasthan Royals ka fan base bhi aaj aaya hua hai Ahmedabad mein. This time well bowled here, slower in the air, the arm ball. Just coming into Sai Sudarshan, he's disappointed he didn't go for that clear sweep on the onside. Could have picked up a boundary.
Clear sweep.
Brought to you by Clear Men's Shampoo. Be super, choose Clear.
So Tikshana comes in once again, this time looking for the slog as Sai Sudarshan finds the gap through cow corner. One bounce over the fence for 4.
Boundary and beyond.
Brought to you by Omo Active Laundry Detergent for unbeatable stain removal. Lifebuoy, stay fresh for up to 12 hours during these long matches. Signal, whiter teeth in 7 days. Alseep Developers, redefining Dubai living.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try and try again. And that is exactly what Sai Sudarshan has done. This time he played the clear sweep, and this time he did get his boundary.
Clear sweep.
Brought to you by Clear Men's Shampoo. Be super, choose Clear.
The 50 comes up for Sai Sudarshan. 50 inches 32. And Emma, you were mentioning that it's the 53rd time in the row for Sai Sudarshan. Truly a game changer, Sai Sudarshan.
The game changer.
With Dugasta Properties, 10% net guaranteed ROI for 10 years.
You're spot on there, Charvi. That's his third 50 in IPL this season and third consecutive 50 here at the Narendra Modi Stadium. तो इनको करना चाहिए कि जब ये इधर नहीं खेल रहे, VR glasses पहना दो और बोलो इमेजिन कर तू अहमदाबाद में खेल रहा है, तेरे रन चलते रहेंगे. 94 for 1. And oh, this is struck on the pads. Big appeal. That one kept a touch low. Mahesh Tiksana with a very excited plea to the umpire in consultation with Sanju Samson. And because it is Joss Butler, no doubt they're going upstairs for DRS.
Third umpire decision. Danube Henna. Make the right decision. Book your fully furnished dream home today with Danube Properties.
And they will go up for the check there. It's going to be a close call this. So has been given not out by the umpire. 94 for 1. Looks like it is missing leg. However, Ultra Edge will come in play first. I think this is a close call, Ahmed. There is a light and day between bat and ball, but it's gone to hit him on the back leg. And I think it's going and crashing onto middle end leg.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there, Charvi. Middle stump हमें नजर आ रही है, and he's right in between those two stumps there. But like you mentioned, umpire's initial decision was not out. तो अगर yellow light भी मिल गई Josh Butler को, that will be a green light for Gujarat Titans. Ultra Edge suggesting yes, he has completely missed it. हल्की सी skid हुई थी गेंद. It wasn't quite short enough for the pull shot that Josh Butler was looking for there, and it struck him just below the thigh pad there. So this could be very close. Here we go then. The mat has been laid. Original decision is not out as the ball is coming in. Impact is fine. And wickets hitting. 3 reds coming in for Teeksana. Josh Butler, LBW, out.
How's that? With Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Haval starting from 59,900 dirhams.
Yeah, good delivery that from Teekshana. Was a much needed breakthrough here for the Rajasthan Royals. It was looking like an extremely promising partnership this, and with that, it's time for a brew timeout.
Time to grab a cup of brew, the real taste of South Indian coffee.
At the halfway stage of the innings, 10 overs have been bowled, 94 for 2.
Big 106.2. Take a break with Ajman Free Zone. Get your business license in one click, starting from only 5,555 dirhams. Big 106.2. Buy 24 karat gold in a tap on the Equity Gold app. Gift it, deliver it, or store it securely. Download Equity Gold today.
Stay fresh from the toss to the last over with Lifebuoy Cool and Lemon Fresh Body Wash, giving you 12 hours of freshness no matter how intense it gets.
Maharaja Bhog is now in Al Barsha. Enjoy unlimited vegetarian thali with amras, also in Al Karama. Visit maharajabhog.com.
After the phenomenal success of Royal Regency, Alseep Developers presents Royal Regency Suites, a new benchmark in luxury living at Business Bay, Dubai, offering you studios, 1, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments with Italian fittings at the best pricing in this category. Royal Regency Suites by Alseep Developers, redefining Dubai living. Call 054 700 672.
Get 10 years unlimited mileage warranty and 5 years free car service only with Bike Cars. Call 800-2242-823 to book a test drive.
Cricket season is all about power plays and big hits. And here's one for your skin. Dove Body Wash. Make a power play for your skin and hit a home run for softness and confidence. Dove's moisturizing formula provides instant softness and lasting care, helping you feel confident and carefree.
Ball by ball with
Al Ras, the #1 auto AC parts dealer in the Middle East. Adil, the home of Indian foodstuff. Homes are us. Save 150 dirhams on every 500 dirhams spent. All the action, ball by ball. This is Big 106.2.
Welcome back to the live ball by ball coverage of the Tata IPL on Big 106.2 and Talk 100.3. This live broadcast is presented by Equity Gold.
All the action, the Tata IPL, brought to you by Equity Gold.
We are also live on the Fun Asia Network in Dallas, Texas in the US of A. And joining me in the comm box as Ahmed Khwaja takes a well-deserved break is going to be Cyrus.
Yes, thank you, Charvi. And the next in line with that wicket is not the actor Shah Rukh Khan, but the right-hand batsman Shah Rukh Khan.
Next in line with New Heights Real Estate. Buy a new home, reach new heights.
And a decision here from Sanju Samson to bring Jofra Archer back. That's the slower bouncer coming in to Shah Rukh looking to pull. But he swivels, misses the ball. It's just whizzed past. Another fabulous delivery coming from Jofra Archer. Slower one that. It's a super delivery.
Super Delivery. Brought to you by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
97 for 2. A timely wicket for Rajasthan Royals. But Sudarshan is really keeping the momentum going. This is his third 50 in this IPL. Jofra Archer is bought in because there's a new batsman come in. Let's see if he can put the brakes. This one is pulled. Just misses the wicket keeper. And they'll quickly scamper for the 1 run.
home run with Danube Properties. Fully furnished home with Danube Properties at 1% per month payment plan.
Score moves on. Was a shy at the stumps as well. A direct hit would have put him in trouble. So a lot is happening here at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. 98 for 2. One more delivery remaining in the 11th over. Sai Sudarshan still out there. He's on 51, and what a consistent performer he has been. So coming in once again, bangs this one in short, looking to cut and just hook that one over was Sai Sudarshan. But he's going to get nothing on it. Will be another dot ball, but that